Coming online in about 7 minutes. Happy Wednesday, Spot Gold Traders, April 10th, 2024. I'm going to mute my mic, grab some coffee. I'll be starting the stream in just a few minutes. Get my charts all set up. Happy Wednesday, Spot Gold Traders. Welcome to my stream. I'm going to have to change up the name at some point. Guess there's some other traders that have the first name as me. I'm going to have to change up my logo. Muscle Milk's going to be an issue. But that's for another time. So welcome to the stream, Spot Gold. Over 400 pips I caught yesterday. None of it on this live stream, of course, but I documented it all. The New York session was just insanity. So let's break some stuff down. Shout out to my friend Amir. I don't know if he's tuned in yet. A couple minutes early. You could DM me on Instagram, MuscleMilk0075. You could check out my charts here on TradingView. Boom. That's me right here, right? So we got 3,240 followers. I've got 1,099 charts posted. 90% of those are spot gold. The other 10% is crypto. Yeah, crushed it yesterday. 185 pips on that one. I caught 84 on this one, and then I caught one huge one that had 260 pips or something, 270. All documented. You could see it on Instagram. So I'll start my spiel in another minute in case people are coming right at 4:30. There's a 15-second delay, so you might notice a little discrepancy on your live chart that you're looking and on what I'm doing here, just so you guys know. All right, let's make some lines. Let's see where we are. Welcome, welcome. All right, 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at this. So here's how I gauge stuff when I come in. So last level of resistance 2357, current level of resistance 2356. We break the top of that, we can look to fill this wick to the left. If we break and close below the bottom of this on a 30-minute or a 1 hour, we could look for sells to fill the wick. But obviously this is a bullish engulfing candle. So I don't normally take a trade right out the gate. It's 4:30. Anybody who follows me on the launch pass through my Telegram service, you'll get the exact moment that I take the trade. All right, so educational stuff here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my stream. My name is Matt, trader Muscle Milk 0075. Taking a look at spot gold here Wednesday, the 10th of April. All right, 2356.35 is the area to currently watch. We've got 30 minutes left of the 1 hour I'm sorry, this is a 4 hour, my bad. So what time did this candle start? That's the question. Well, we're going to watch this for a minute. Let's take a look at this on a 1 hour. Because you'd hate to, you got to be careful, because this is how this works, right? You take the buy here, and then you go up 20 pips, and then you start to reject and come back down. Or you take the buy, and then we immediately come down and close halfway in the middle. So you really need to look at all time frames. Everything has to line up. So welcome to the stream. Let's do a top-down analysis. Let's start on the weekly. Get rid of some of this stuff. All right. This is some of the moves I caught up from the other day. Just want to show you guys this. All right, taking a look here. Look at this. Look at this weekly. I'm just going to squish everything up for a minute. So when you look at this weekly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are on the 8th. 7 consecutive weeks of going up. We only had one pullback. So this is still valid. Area of interest. This is 2180. That's a huge zone. It's $30 zone, but on a smaller time frame, we would break it down. But the point is this one candle, when we top out, when we finally come to exhaustion, which could be 2400, 2385 is where I might be looking for some sells today. And that's just speculation. There's nothing to do with nothing. But I want to just stress this, right? When you have this much upside, eventually it becomes unsustainable. I'm not saying we're in an exhaustion phase. I'm just telling you from my experience, when I look at this, I immediately say, wouldn't it be great to have a retest here? If we go down to a daily, this would be where I'd be looking for one retest here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've had 12 12 days, right? Almost 2 full weeks. So let's put our lines here. This is 2,300, 2289 total area to watch for a retest. We have news today. Get my lines right here. Yeah, definitely an area to be watching for. This would be a. I mean, technically we did come down and almost retest it, but I'd love to see another one. But gold's bullish, man. Trying to short gold right now isn't smart. You gotta wait, and you have to look at all the sides. Things have to line up. So we're bullish on the weekly. We're bullish on the daily. We just had a bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour. Adds a little more validity. So I'm gonna say, for me, if I was looking to look for a trade on this 4-hour, I would look for a break and close above that 2357 area, 2356. Because if you break above 2357, you can get a nice clean shot to 2365. That's 80 pips right there. But the problem is this little zone right here, this $6 60 pip area. This is where gold gets some of the people, because you go to jump into a buy, like somebody who bought in at the top, they started in profit. Now they're in drawdown waiting. So you have to wait. That's the 4-hour. Let's look at the 1-hour. Boom, 1 hour, same thing. You need to break out of this zone, and then you have to realize if you did break above 2357.92, you're going to make it up to 2365. So that's that's not too bad. That's 50 pips right there. But then if you break below this, it's choppy. This it'd be smarter to look for sells below 2349, 2351 with volume. I say 2349 because you could just get stuck in this zone. You sell from here, it fills part of the wick, goes back up. The whole zone itself, really, if you look at this on an hourly, if you want to get a little bit on the larger side of this, and I know this isn't really, but this is where you're at, 2360, 2344. That's $16, man. So if you look at this now on a 30, yeah, so 30 doesn't line up. Bearish engulfing on the 30. So when you zoom out on this, take a look. That's no good. That's the 2357. So now you're looking at 2358, or if you did take it from here with volume 2356, you got choppiness at 2358. You got choppiness at 2361. So it's really you need volume to come in. And I think we're in the London session, but we're going to look at this zone that we're in. So you've got a bearish engulfing 30-minute candle. This is coming up to test the exact neckline. What does that mean? From where we couldn't break below this candle did. Here's the neckline of this move down. So now you would wait. Some people would look to take the trade here. You don't. You wait and you look to take the trade when it breaks the bottom of the candle on the premise that with volume you'll come down. But if you always look left, what happens if you took the sell here? You're lucky. You have to do the math, man. Is it worth selling from 2353 when at 2351.33, not even 20 pips, you have resistance, and then again here, and then again here? So that's not it's not valid for me. Not yet. We'll have to have some volume come in. This is where we're at. So for me, if I was looking for buys, I don't know, man. That doesn't even look good either on the 30. I'm just going to watch. We need to break out of this zone for me. Yeah, this is just trash when you look at all this. This marker here is probably a better sell area, 2351, and then with volume you come down, try that 2348, 47 area again, and really 2348 or 2347 would almost be that's not too bad up here though. It's just so choppy, you know. It's easy to get stuck. I don't really know what else to say on that one. So I'm not looking to trade any of this. I'm not trading if we break below that because you'll get stopped not stopped, but you got resistance right there. Everything is every $2 you've got a little bit of a stopping point. 1 hour candle. So some people will trade. The hour doesn't look as bad. We know it's all choppy. You know, you still got choppiness here, meaning that there's something that could jam you up. So this isn't too bad. 48. Even that's only 40 pips. But with volume, we keep pushing down. Yeah, maybe sells from 23.49, 45. Maybe sells from 23.51 with volume because that's fairly clean, a clean move down if you had the volume and then you broke below that 23.48. So this is an area of interest. And then if we look up top and make some lines here. All right. So yeah, clean buys above 23.57 with volume at, like, you know, if it was pre-New York, 23.56, 23.57 on the premise we'd fill this wick. I'm looking for potential. I wouldn't be looking for sells up here. If we break above that, man, I'd be looking for like 23.80. But I don't want to be speculative here. I just want to talk about what's happening here and now. So some people use indicators. Some people rely heavily on indicators, and that's very cool. I think indicators are great, but past performance is not indicative of future results. In saying that, I trade on price action. What does that mean? That means what's happening here and now. When I'm on the charts and I'm looking at the charts, what's happening right now? It doesn't matter that we had this move down. What matters is what's happening right now. So for me, this impulse move down, we've come up and tested the exact neckline. So 23.57 is a good area to look. I mean, some people could take it at 23.56 in hopes that we push up past that $1.75 mark from the entry to keep moving up. Smarter would be 23.57.64 area. Potential sells or potential buys, 23.51 to 23.49. There's a lot of trade setups. I could see possible sells below 23.53 with volume 23.51. Cleaner and smarter sells would be below 23.49 because when you trade into the zone, you're going to have problems. That's where we're at. I'm hoping people are enjoying this thus far. I'm a chatterbox, man. I can just keep on chatting it up. So I've got a double monitor and I've got to get a third one. So I don't know if anyone's even watching this stream or if anyone's putting any comments. So any questions, direct message me on my Instagram, which is MuscleMilk0075. Let's see where we are here. Boom. Yeah, MuscleMilk0075. DM me on Instagram. Same handle that I use there for Twitter. Same handle I use for TradingView, where I post all my charts. That's where that's at. All right, daily. Excuse all my lines. Let me clean this up. This looks like it's insanity. Daily. 4 hour. All right. Yep, clean buys 23.57, 23.56. Preferably above that. That way you don't buy here and then get stuck like what might have happened to some. For gold to keep moving up, it has to respect the body of the bottom of this candle. If we break below the body and start breaking into the wick, then for me, a buy would not necessarily be invalidated, but it's got to respect the body of the bottom of the previous candle. That's a way to look at stuff to know that we're still in the right direction. So we had bullish engulfing candle. Yeah, just got to wait. 23.57.63 is up top. 23.51 is at the bottom here. We just need to wait. That's how that goes. 23.44, 23.49. This is the area to watch for potential sells or a retest to take it back up. This whole wick retested this whole area. So really, buys would be valid at the breaking 23.57, 23.56.43. For me, I'd wait. It'd be nice to catch the extra dollar, but if you wait till 23.57.55, at least you know you've got almost 100 pips that you could catch. And then if we keep pushing up, 23.80, 23.85, I'd be looking for potential sells. But that's speculation. Area to watch. That's what we got right now. All right, so these are all little possible 50 pip scalps or better. Clean sells above 23.57.63. Potential, I don't want to say potential sells, but yeah, 23.51. We could break below that. 23.51, 23.48. We break below that, we'll fill that wick. We could also come down to retest and then push back up. Currently watching the 4 hour to see if the body of this candle respects. If this candle respects the body of the previous 4 hour candle in order for it to go up, but you can't take a buy until you move above it, and you can't really take a buy until you get above this, because if you bought here at 23.56 and then at 20, like this is what people did. They bought here, they went up a few pips, they thought they'd be okay, and then they came down. I hate staying in drawdown. When I first started trading, most of my time was in drawdown, and I don't like that. Don't like that at all. It sucks. I don't really know what else to say. It gets discouraging. Self-taught trader Raja Banks from Wicks Don't Lie. Free stuff on YouTube. He is by far, hands down, the best spot gold day trader out there. When he used to team up with him, Uncle Ted, and Kerwin and did their live stream, unbelievable. I learned more from them over a couple of years. These guys were just killing it. I'd watch gold make this move right here, and I'd lose $50, and everyone else made whatever. It takes a while to understand how gold operates, and all the time frames need to somewhat line up for you to take a trade, or at least for me to take a trade. So we are 47 minutes into the stream. Currently watching this 4 hour. We might just range for most of the stream here. I caught last week. I was catching everything on the Asian London, or just the end of the London session. Yesterday I caught everything pre-New York and then into the New York session. It was pretty wild. So let's see what happens for right now. And a lot of times, whatever moves happen here in the London session or the overnight Asian London session, a lot of times New York will correct it. If you look at any of the big moves, up or down, they get corrected. Huge move up gets corrected. Move up gets corrected. And I'd also like to say that this is just, this is crazy. It's not crazy. Yeah, I'm not moving these lines. This is all valid. Some people that trade only on a 4 hour. There's some people. This guy, he was amazing. He traded only on a 1 hour and 4 hour. He didn't use any other time frames. He would look at the daily or the weekly, but when he traded based on the 1 hour and 4 hour. So for him, he would take a buy right down here on the premise that this was a healthy pullback. Yeah. That's not what I'm doing. Just looking at it, I'm thinking, boy, that would be pretty cool because if you did, but here's the problem with buying in too early, and this is what gold does in the market makers. You buy in halfway in the middle of this zone, and then you're basically at the mercy of what gold price might do. Let me turn you guys on to something else that helps to see what gold's going to do. I mean, this is trade changing stuff right here, man. So first off, let's go to the Forex Factory calendar. Today's April 10th. We've got big news, 8:30 in the morning. That's less than 4 hours away. Big news in Canada. Yeah, we got news all day today. Not all of it's red flag, but that's cool. So look, so check this out, right? So here's our chart. Gold's trading at 22.53. Here's JM Bullion. You go on this thing, man, keep this up on your thing when you're trading. Refresh it every 2 minutes, every minute. 23.65.37 is the gold ask price. Well, what does that mean? That means that if you go to sell your gold to a licensed dealer, you want to go there and sell your physical ounce of gold, they will give you $10 over spot. So if this number says 23.65.37, gold should be trading at 23.55.37 area. And where are we at? 23.54. So 23.55.37 is like right around here. So we could probably assume that we're going to push up another dollar or so and then hang out in this zone. And that's exactly what's happening. Here's a little trade secret for you guys, right? So this doesn't really work when it's news time because you're not going to be able to click refresh and take a trade in a split second. But if you're trying to gauge what's happening in the real world, I go on this thing all the time just to give me an idea. And then I'll refresh it. Sometimes I'll refresh it every 30 seconds because it'll say 23.65.37 and 15 seconds later it's at 23.60. You know you're going to drop. You know, this went up 23.65.94. So gold's going to try to smoke people out that are in sells. It's going to push up. Just got to wait. This is the 4-hour chart on spot gold. Hoping this makes sense to everybody. You can direct message me on Instagram, MuscleMilk0075. You can catch my charts on TradingView. Here's my thing right here, MuscleMilk0075. I've got 3,240 followers. I've got 1,099 charts posted. Yep, Instagram, X, MuscleMilk0075. I'm going to have to change it. I used to drink muscle milk when I was younger and worked out all the time, and then I used it as my email. Then I didn't think I'd ever do anything with live trading or, trading using that handle, but it is what it is. So very thankful. Let's see, man. Let me take a quick look. What is Bitcoin doing? 68.9. Nice. So I don't know who trades Bitcoin. I'm a long-term holder. I don't do the leverage thing. I have a buy limit in if we dip down to the 65.5 area to pick up a little bit. But Bitcoin will be on a tear. I know this probably doesn't make sense. It's the 10th of April. I would not be surprised if in the next 14 days Bitcoin is at $100,000 or better. But that's just me. So get out of there. All right, spot gold. Taking a look. Yep, stuck in the 4-hour trade zone. What's that look like on a 1 hour? All choppy. Can't trade in that area to watch because you really want to break below that to fill the wick. Get my lines right here. Boom. Get my zones ready. Right on. 4:53 in the morning here in the United States. April 10th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been doing some breakdown and top-down analysis. I am going to go rip a bong load. I'll be back in just a minute. Guys, just hang tight. I see no trades right this second, other than clean buys with volume above 23.57.69 on the premise you'd fill most of that wick and then hopefully go up. And I can see definitely potential sells below the 23.49, 23.48 area. But that's only a 40 pip. Well, if you caught it with the wick too, that's 70 pips right there if you caught it from 23.49. So definitely an area to watch. Definitely an area to watch. And even if we broke above this, you got some rejection here, some rejection here, and some rejection here. I would take that buy on the premise that that it would be a volume time. You definitely could fill that wick. Definitely catch 60 or 70 pips before you run into any significant trouble. So that's what we got for a minute. Yep, give me a second. I'm going to go make another cup of coffee. I'm going to take a look at this. 4:55. We got 35 minutes left of the stream. We'll see if we can't maybe look at catching a trade. But hoping that this makes sense to people. And hope you're enjoying this thus far. I'm a chatterbox, man. I could talk the whole time. I don't need music in the background. My French Bulldog's upstairs sleeping with my better half. She's up there too. I got the whole downstairs to myself. Very thankful this morning. Very thankful to God. Very thankful indeed. Yep. So we just gotta wait. Don't get stuck. This is a total 60 pip, $6 no trade zone for me, man. Absolutely no trade zone. Get this thing out the way. Oh, a little color to this bad boy. All right, I'll be right back. Hang tight. All right, Spot Gold Traders, Wednesday. Had to go refill some coffee, grab a quick smoke. Anybody just joining or just coming in, welcome. 4:57, April 10th, here in the United States, Wednesday. Currently in a no trade zone for me. Got the green line marked. We have clean buys with volume above 23.57.46. I've got definitely potential sells with a break below 23.49.24. And even that's a little iffy because it's kind of choppy. But that is where we are. Hurry up and wait. Getting paid to wait. That's what trading is. It's just a mind game, man. It's everyone wants to get in early. Everyone wants to jump in early. You just have to wait. I tried my first 2 years to not really follow what conventional trading methods were and just try to figure out my own style. And my own style kept me on a consistent losing streak. So anybody who's new to this, I was down well over 5K before I started becoming profitable. The guy that I used to follow, that I still do, I don't watch him as much anymore. Once in a blue moon if he does a live stream, Raja Banks, Raja Banks. Check him out on YouTube. All his stuff is free. He's amazing. Best spot gold trader, hands down. Best analysis. The dude's just a beast. I watched him for years. I watched him turn a $50,000 account into $1 million. 4 years later, he's probably worth 10 or 15 million now. He's got a place out in Dubai. He lives in Pakistan. He moved from Canada. He used to be in Canada when he live streamed when I watched him. Definitely someone you should check out. But that's Raja. So saying that, I'm going to just give you guys a jump around and give you a little bit of insight. So the way this works with gold, man, I mean, yeah, you could catch a good move when it's volume, but gold a lot of times it always moves 20, 30 pips, 30, 50 pips, and then it starts to come in the opposite direction. So for me, what I do is anytime I am in a winning trade, as soon as I hit 30 to 50 pips of profit, I close 75% of the trade's profit. I move my stop loss to my entry point, so that's break even. So now there's zero loss. I've already secured profit. And then that last 50 or 25% of the trade, that's my runner. I leave that running. Well, Trader Matt, how do you do that? I'm not giving a free plug to anything, but I use Magic Keys. And Magic Keys is lightning fast execution in a market that moves in the blink of an eye. And just with the press of a button or the pre-programs that are in there, I could move my entry point into profit. I could immediately close the trade. I could switch my trades. It's a big help because I always like to secure partial profit. Otherwise, it's like you're 30 pips in profit, and it's always the same thing, man. If you're trading using small lots, how many people that are new traders are in drawdown for 40 or 50 pips. You're always $4 or $5 in the negative, and then when you do get a trade, you're never more than $1. 10 pips, 16 pips in profit. That starts messing with your psyche. Look at this hourly. So we've had two push downs here, and this one's a big candle, right? So we're retesting this is the neckline of the impulse buy up. So this current 1 hour candle needs to respect the bottom, but this current 1 hour candle could also break below that and then maybe get stopped up here. That's why this is that area to watch, 2351 to 2349 area. Got to be careful, man. It's really what it comes down to. Yeah. Anybody who suffers from, man, I'm losing trades, I don't have the direction, you have to wait, man. You can't trade this. This is trash. And even below it's kind of trash. You got to look at what time you're trading, if there's news. So because we have such big news today in 3.5 hours when it starts, we could totally just be ranging. And then as we get pre-New York volume that comes in 2.5 hours from now, then we break out of this area. That's the best way to do it. And how do you trade the news? I'm going to jump around for a minute. Put this on a 15-minute chart. What's happening right now? All right, there's my 15-minute chart. So, let's just say the news was about to happen in a few minutes. Usually when you have news happening, you get candles and not small bodies with wicks. When you have small bodies and wicks, it means there's just not a lot of volume. When you have big bodies with small wicks, that's during high volume times. So when you're trying to... So let's just move over here for a minute. So let's just say gold was trading in this range right here. And you were going to, we'll just use this as an example. When you go to trade the news, if this is your 15-minute zone, you put a buy stop up here, well above the previous 15-minute. So in this one here, I put my buy stop here. I'd put my sell stop here. That's so that in case we get a wick, it doesn't activate your buy stop and then come down, and it doesn't activate your sell stop to go up. But what that does is when it's above or below, is when you get that huge push up, it activates it. I don't have a stop loss in when I do that. And that might not make a lot of sense to new traders, but one day maybe I'll have to do a live stream and try to... Trading the news is it's kind of risky. You got to really look at the market sentiment. You got to look at what the US dollar is, and I'm here in the United States, and I'm telling you, the U.S. dollar is just completely manipulated by the feds. Gold's going to hit. I thought gold would hit 2,400 by the end of this year. I wouldn't be surprised if gold hit 25 or 2,600, man. I wouldn't be surprised if gold's at 4,000 an ounce in the next couple of years. The U.S. dollar is trash. It's been exploited by the feds. I don't want to make this political. Joe Biden's killed us, and I don't know what else to say. Absolutely crushed the economy. We're adding $100 billion of debt every 30 days or whatever it is. 35 trillion in debt. They're just printing money like it's like it's all free, and nothing's free, and people are going to be feeling that. And crypto, gold, precious metals, things that the government can't take because they'll be coming for everybody's stuff. But that's enough of that. Enough of hating on Joe Biden, praying for him, because boy does he need it. So let's go back here. 15 minutes doing nothing. This is why it's a no trade zone, because this is all trash. Can't do nothing there. And really, 23.59 is a better deal on that one. Back to the hourly, still in the zone. Some people would say, all right, well, we're moving down. We've had a pullback, 1 hour candle, 2 hour candle, pullback, respected the top, pushing down. So you have to see if this current candle will respect the bottom of this green candle, because by doing that, it's going to respect the bullish and then push back up. But you can't trade it, man, or at least I'm not. That's 60 pips that you'll just get nailed in, and that's what gold's doing. Just the market makers will get you, up and down. You need a clean breakout, 23.57, 54. I've got some area of interest here, 23.51, 23.49. We start to break below that, 23.48, boom. You could fill that wick and then see what happens when you come down here. That'd be 60 pips right there from 23.48, 70 pips from 23.49. 40. Yeah, I'll have to see what happens. Pretty much. 5:05 in the morning. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Doing a lot of talking, but I'm a chatterbox and I don't mind it. And I love breaking down the charts. Spot gold, man. Stay strong. Stay golden. I don't know what else to say. Shout out to my better half, Shelly. Yep, she's nowhere around. Sound asleep with my French bulldog. That's my heart right there. Yep, very thankful. Gold is just ranging, not doing much. Probably won't catch a trade this session. But you can, if you want to take my exact trades in real time, you could follow me. You can check me out here on TradingView. If you were just to find Muscle Milk 0075, you've got my signal service right here. You go to launchpass.com, Muscle Milk 0075, blah, blah, blah. So that's how you subscribe. And I'm in no hurry to take a trade today. I don't know if I'm even going to trade the news. I caught 400 and something pips yesterday. I don't even know what I caught this week, but something ridiculous. I'm way up, so I'm not looking to force or rush a trade. And as you can see, we are just ranging here in gold. 5:07 in the morning. 1 hour is just doing nothing. We got news today, so that's probably how it's going to go. So remember we were talking about, well, not we, but I was talking about the 4 hour. This current 4 hour candle would need to respect the body of this, because basically this would be, we want the support to hold and not break. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, still clean sells above 23.57. Area to watch 23.51, 23.49. That is what we got. Just waiting. Boom. 4 hour chart. 5:08. We got about 22 minutes left of the stream. Shout out to my friend Amir. Shout out to anybody that likes my posts that look pretty corny that I put on Instagram. Yeah. So we're going to come down and try to fill part of this wick. It's going to see if it respects this. Some people would look like the people that trade on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, they're going to say that, all right, this bullish engulfing is working, and they're going to look to take a buy down here on the premise we won't break below. And I get that, but for me, that's trading in the zone, and I'm not really comfortable with that. Totally get it. Totally get buying the pullback on the premise you'll go up. But if you buy the pullback and then you come down and now you're wondering how long you're going to be in drawdown, not a trade that I'd be willing to take. Clean buys for me are above that 23.57.59. Good sells for me are below that 23.51, 23.49 area. So this is be the area to watch, because in that 20 pip range, $2 range, you can absolutely get snared. You go to get a buy and it comes down. You go to getting a sell and it goes up. So just have to be careful. Patience is key. 5:09 in the morning. 21 minutes left of the stream. Nice cup of coffee this morning. Very thankful to God. Hoping everyone's doing okay today. We got news. Big news today. US dollar, red flag here. Canadian dollar, red flag news there. More semi-important news throughout the day from the US dollar. Thursday unemployment, Thursday core PPI month over month, PPI month over month. Friday, University of Michigan, I think it is UOM, consumer sentiment. What does that mean? University of Michigan level of composite index based on surveyed consumers. So yeah, so like, you know, I'll look at the news when it's happening, because whatever the number is, it'll tell you here, actual greater than the forecast is good for currency. So if they were forecasting this and that was your actual, you look at the number, and as long as it is greater or less, whatever it tells you, if it's in favor, then that means the dollar, it's good for the dollar, gold to go down. If it's not in favor of the dollar goes up. I'm sorry, the dollar goes down and gold goes up. So that's how that works. JM Bullion, good place to take a look at. 23.65.76 is the gold ask price. Well, what does that mean, Trader Matt? Well, that means if you were to sell to a legitimate licensed gold broker and you brought your physical gold ounce there, they will only give you $10 over spot. So if this says 23.65.76, gold right now should be trading at 23.55.76. Gold right now is trading at 23.54.18. So yeah, just have to wait. 55. So yep. So we could probably expect gold to maybe just keep on ranging. And you got your market makers, man. You know, whatever market you use, and you got to understand this is for you to win a trade. Someone has to lose a trade. We're not making a dent in anything. All I'm trying to do when I trade is ride whatever institutional wave is happening at that time. My little, you know, 0.02 or 0.04, or if I'm on a big account, you know, 1 lot or 5 lots, that's not moving the market. It's the big banks and institutions that set this price, you know, and it's all based on computer algorithms. With gold, you got to have a big stop loss. With gold, it's easy to get taken out. You know, gold does things that you wouldn't think it's gonna do. Sometimes it doesn't retest; it just goes straight up. Sometimes it doesn't honor the normal traditions of what trades are supposed to do. But that's what makes gold a real volatile pair to trade, and it's quite lucrative if you can catch it. It's quite frustrating and will absolutely break down your bank account. Yep, we are just watching here currently in the 4 hours. So this current 4 hour needs to respect the low of this. If we broke below it, I wouldn't take the trade. You could look to fill partial wick. You've got some stoppage here and then stoppage here on the same premise, with volume being that we're in a bull market. Because if you look at this whole move up, this is not a bearish engulfing candle. So you had all these bullish candles up. Then it took 4 hours just to come down and retest the bottom of this, which it respected. I mean, we came down, but it wicked, right? So then we had another bullish, and then another bullish engulfing candle. So really, got to be careful in this area. I can see gold coming down to 23.50, 23.49, 23.48, even coming into this wick, and then everyone's ready to sell, and we push up. But on the same premise, with the amount of moves up we've had on the daily and on the weekly, I mean, this is just crazy, man. I mean, what do you do with that? You know, how do you trade that? Let's put a fib on this bad Larry. Where's my Fibonacci? How do you do it? You go from the low to the high of the impulse. Where does that line us up? How interesting. My area to watch. All right, that's cool though. So yeah, right around the 0.382. Yeah, we are in no man's land, man. Gold is on a tear. I don't know what else to say. It's on a push up. Looking at the 4 hour again. Yep, so you got to watch this area here. 23.51, 23.50. 23.51.76. Area to watch. This candle needs to respect the bottom body of this. I mean, we could come down into it a little bit, but don't get sucked into that zone. And we barely moved up once we opened. God, I know it sounds stupid. I'm thinking of the guy that I've watched trade the 4 hour candle. I'm seriously tempted to take a little impulse buy here, and with a 30 or 40 pip stop loss or 50 pip stop loss on the premise we push up. But that's speculation. So 15 minutes left of the stream. I'm going to go rip a bong load. I'll be right back. Hang tight. .5:17 in the morning here in the United States. April 10th, 2024, Wednesday. Welcome back. There's probably a 15 to 30 second delay with the stream. I don't know if that's standard. So currently talking about this 4 hour candle. So we had a bullish engulfing candle here. Had a bullish engulfing candle here. We're waiting to see if this current 4 hour respects the low of this candle. For people that trade just using the 1 hour and 4 hour, this would be considered a pretty healthy pullback. And of course, this is probably where they'd be looking to 23.51, 23.50. The area that I'm watching is the area that a person who's trading on using only the 4 hour and 1 hour would probably look. A lot of times gold moves in legs or waves of 3. So you got 1, 2, pullback candle. So now people that are in sells, they're going to take the sell when this breaks the low of that. But to me, that's not a wise trade, because literally you might get 15 pips and then, or whatever, 10 pips and then you've got this, and then if you did make it through that, you're getting stopped again here, or at least there's some resistance. So all choppy. No trade zone for me right there. I like to use my 1 hour and 4 hour as the gauge to what's currently happening, what the market sentiment is. So we've obviously got some pretty good solid support that's been formed here at the 2344 area. We rejected on that bullish engulfing candle. We rejected from up here the 2357, so that's why we're in the zone here. We are currently going to retest the 2351.83 area. We might even come down and test a little bit of the wick. Or, preferably, if gold's going to stay bullish, we would retest this 2351 area and maybe start to push up from there to stay trading in this zone. But for me, this is a no trade zone. I will wait patiently. Got about 11 minutes left of the stream. I'll have to go check the thing afterwards. I've got a double monitor, but I've got my my C4 trader up on the other screen, and then I'm using this screen here. So if anybody wants to message me, it's best to DM me on Instagram. You can find my trades posted every day on TradingView, although I didn't do a chart yet today. 5:20 in the morning here in the United States. There's a 15 to 30 second delay. So, just so you guys know that. Very thankful. This is going to be an amazing week. I could feel it. Oh, what happens now? This is the big area to watch. Ooh. 2350, 255. Let's see what happens. Woo. I don't know, man. I'm not going to do it because I'm doing exactly what I said you don't do. You don't want to trade into the zone. But from a 4 hour perspective, knowing how bullish things are, I couldn't do it. What's the 30-minute doing? Yeah, so now you've got a bearish engulfing 30-minute that's looking to see if it's going to respect this. And this was a bearish engulfing candle. So we're probably going to come and tap the bottom of this and come right into this zone area that I want to watch. And this was a bearish engulfing. And I know this is just a 30. But anytime we've had a good push, and then we move up, we had a good push. So I could see if we respect this 2351 area, got 8 minutes left on this current 30-minute candle. So right now, if anybody just bought in, it's going to rope you in because now we're going to push down. And you got it. We're going to come right down into my area to watch. So now we're going to see what happens here. Always look left, 2351.43. What's going to happen here? Do we push down? This is all rejection areas. And this little marker, it doesn't really matter. Let me just watch for a minute. See what happens. Yeah, we could come down into here a little bit. This is my area. Bearish engulfing. This is retesting the the big move up on this 1 hour. This is now retesting the bottom. So really this is we had to push up, come down. Wow. Yeah. I'm not going to do it. I'm tempted to take an impulse buy. I certainly am. What's JM Bullion say right now? Maybe we'll squeeze a trade out real quick. Nope, 2363.84. So that means 2353.84. Well, you could catch 20 pips. 2353.84 is up here. Wonder how that would work. I'm not sure. Yep. 524. 6 minutes left. Let's look at this 30. See what happens here. Is the 30-minute going to break through the 2151.80 area? 2151.43 area? Or are we going to respect that and push back up into the zone? Some people might have taken the buy from 23.53, but then what happens? You go down 20 pips and you're getting stopped. So 4 hour. So we just broke below that a little bit. So now what happens with the wick? You know, we could fill part of that wick, but we also didn't push up much. When we opened, we only went up 29 cents from the time we opened. So this could be a liquidity grab for people to take the move up. I'm telling you, man, this 23.49, I know that's probably really, this is real speculative. This could be a potential buy area on this 4 hour, because I think that we're just going to retest this zone and push up. And again, that's speculation, man. That's what I'm looking at. So now it's roping people into the cells, or anybody who was in a cell from up here. That's why gold does what it does. It sees how much money people are making and right back up into the zone. Yep, so now it's trying to rope people into buys only to push down a little bit more. Just got to be patient. So if somebody was trading on the 4 hour or using just the 4 hour and 1 hour, they would probably be looking to take a buy around the 23.49, 23.50 area. This could come all the way down, man. This could have been a valid sell for some people below 21.51. And then if we were to break below 21.49, that's another 50 pips right here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, very tempted to maybe take an impulse buy at 23.49. This is not trading advice. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking for a scalp. But what gold's doing now, it's trying to entice people like me. You know, buy me here, buy. Excuse me. Yep, I'm gonna test this area. Ho ho. So current area to watch, man. That's 23.50 right here. You start to break below that on a 15 or a 30, then maybe you'll keep moving down. I'm looking to see if this is going to reject. Being that we've had two bullish engulfing candles. I think this is all just a healthy pullback for the potential move up. Again, but that's speculation, because for as much upside as we've had, healthier pullback would be more welcomed. Yep, just have to wait. 528. 4 hours on a push down. Current area for me to watch. I keep thinking about a little impulse buy from here, because if this holds as support, and it's not like it's a real big support, but this was the last support until we had that bullish one break out. So but I'm not, just waiting. Gotta wait. One hour, yeah, huge bearish engulfing 1 hour. So if we break below that, then we could easily fill a good bit of that wick and go down another 50 pips. So probably what gold's going to do is start to push down and rope people into the sells, only to push back up into that no trade zone. And that's speculation, man. So because we had some huge moves down, and then this from this move down, this just retested the neckline of this whole move down, and then rejected, and then we came up, and this right now is coming to the neckline of what we couldn't break above. Right, nothing got above this, rejected, and then this candle broke. So in a weird way, I look at this impulse as this coming back down here to that neckline area to check it. See how much of that you take in. So if we break and close below this 23.49 area, there is a good chance we could push down to fill a little bit more of that wick. But I'm not messing with that. This could just be a liquidity grab. Hour. Let's go back to that 4 hour. I'll tell you, man, I'm real tempted. Nice. Good push down. Everybody caught it. That trade was not for me, as I've explained. You can't sell from here, because if you do, it'll pull up, and you can't really buy from here, because now if you do, it'll push down. Yep, so let's see. Let's see if the pullback theory. So now we'll start pulling up. Wow, that's a heck of a move. So yeah, if some people took the sell from here, they're up 40 pips right now. That was not a trade for me. That's what you need to watch right there. I was silent because I was just lost watching this. What a great push down. Now we got 30 minutes left of this 1 hour, and we did not break. We came down. If we look, I'm going to say exactly what I looked at in the 4 hour. So people that trade using the 1 hour and 4 hour. So if you're trading on a 4 hour candle, you're watching this 23.45 area. This needed to respect that, but it didn't. But it also didn't break below the bottom of that wick. So this could have been a nice liquidity grab for us to keep pushing up. We'll just have to see how that goes. So that was the premise on that. 23.46, 07. All right. Okay. All right. Well, it's 5:34. I hope people found this informative. And we're just gonna hang out. Just gonna hang out and watch this candle. So anybody, I'm gonna leave the stream with this, man. Area to watch now is 23.45. If we break and close below that, you could possibly catch another 50, 40, 50, 60 pips going down. Anybody who is bullish on gold, this is a straight liquidity grab. The time this 4 hour candle opened up, it went up like 28 cents. So some people might be looking for impulse buys around this area. But obviously this is a huge push down on the 4 hour. If we break and close below that, then we're probably going to come down, fill this wick, and maybe retest some of these other areas. So right now it's just a waiting game. And we could easily just close right back up into this area that I'm watching. That 23.51, 23.49 area, 48 area. But that's my best advice for everybody. Let's see how things go today. Thank you so much for tuning in to my stream. I'm going to end the stream now. And happy Wednesday to everybody. Thank you so much.